Hey everybody, I'm Dan with HDpiano. In this lesson, I'll show you the piano parts to Walking in Memphis. Ready, and...
I put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. WCNA, won't you look down over me? And I'm walking in Memphis.
And we will learn the rest at hdpiano.com if you're not already there. Let's get right into this. Middle C is here for reference. And we are starting entirely above middle C. We begin on power F chords. That's F and C in each hand. Now take these power chords and slide them up to the next highest white keys, G and D. It's our G chord. Now slide on down to C and G. That's a C power chord. And then one more chord, A and E in each hand. This is an implied A minor chord, but right here it's an A power chord. So let's review those four chords. F, G, C, and A minor. They're all in this power chord shape. Get comfortable moving to and from each of these chords. Because now we're going to add an arpeggio. We're going to ascend each of these shapes from bottom to top. This is the idea. This is the general construction of the main riff. See if you can do this. And eventually, 1, 2, we're going to want to string it together so that they're all of equal value. If I were to separate them, it would look like this. Loop this until you're comfortable, okay? But be careful. We do not want to think of our downbeats in the wrong place. Let me describe what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start counting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 in time. Gonna feel a little weird, I think. But check it out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane.
1, 2, 3, 4. Does that feel a little off kilter? Here's the analogy I use. It's almost like skipping rope, where two people are turning the jump rope and you're trying to enter at the right time without being struck by the jump rope. That's what it feels like with this riff. We don't want to misplace the downbeat. And here's the trick. The trick is the left-hand thumb is always the beat. 1, 2, 3. It's always 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The right hand pinky is always 2 and 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So let those fingers keep you grounded. Resist the temptation to make your left hand pinky beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how you should feel. 2, 3, 4. 2. Count aloud with me. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you play and count aloud? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I'm able to just talk over this. I'm narrating over this piano part with no struggle. I have muscle memorized this part. So I'm looking for anchors, but I'm not really thinking about what the rhythm is or, how long to play each note. This is just internalized in my muscles. I've played it enough, and I'd like you to do the same. But never lose that downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. It's always a little twisted when that downbeat enters and when you realize 2, 3, 4, you're hearing it wrong. Okay, so that is enough of that infinite loop. That's the main riff. I want you to really internalize that. Get that solidly under your fingers. And again, left hand thumb is beat 1, right hand pinky is beat 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we have is essentially a pickup or an anticipation right here. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Okay, that's going to be the most challenging thing about this main riff. I guarantee it. Because I know all of you can do this, no problem, and you can do this, no problem. Maybe not that speed, but the challenge is placing that downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now that's not the only complicated bit about the main riff. The other complicated bit is the first 4 notes, or 3 notes, I should say. It's a little tricky. Because we have this anticipated beat, we want to start the beginning of the song on beat 1. That's just how Marc Cohn decided this. And so here's how the very first loop sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he has just this temporary 1 and 2 on F, C, F, and that's where the song starts. That's the exception to the riff. And that's the only time it happens is at the very beginning of a new phrase. 1 and 2, 3. And then we're into our anticipated 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I wanted to make you aware of that little blip out front where there's just this slight twist, this slight quirk to the main riff. And that just makes it fit so that we don't have to start on not a downbeat, on an offbeat. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to count in the first measure of the song, okay? So you can sort of hear it all in real time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, try that again with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane.
Okay, and here coming up, right before the line WC handy, he shifts the range. So now instead of being up here, we're down here.
WC handy.
Right? And so we're playing F, G, and we still play this high C and high A. But we've lowered the F and G chords.
WC handy. Won't you look down on me? 1, 2, bus ticket. And I'm as blue as a boy can be.
Now we're low for the final one. Right before we get into chorus 1, we do dip down into this low C.
I'm walking in Memphis.
And we'll talk about the chorus in the next video. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play everything at the recorded speed, which is 131 BPM. No talking, no singing, and I want to see if you can play along with me. If you can't, keep practicing. Get it up to this speed. 1, 2, intro, and... Verse 1. Excellent job. The chorus is next. Fantastic job making it this far. If you're already at HDpiano.com, just click the second video to continue the lesson. If you're not, go there now to learn the whole thing. Send us your song ideas to requests.hdpiano.com. Then go find us on social media. We love hearing from y'all. If you are on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and drop us a comment. And that's all for now. I'll see you over at HDpiano.com, the home of the hybrid piano lesson.